welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Commanders, and it's coming up next.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year, as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between our AFC champions and the Washington Commanders. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to...
The final two teams remain. Only one will be a champion. And we're off in the Super Bowl. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Kate, I know you get tired of hearing me say there's no substitute for experience, but it is totally true. Taking the reins of an NFL team as a young quarterback, you want the game to slow down, and the only way it slows down is to get more and more of these opportunities to go lead your team game in and game out.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. A give to Wilson running left. And he's brought down for a loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
Throw on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Sidney Brown in on that stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Got Sinnott, it's complete. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Play fake here, Daniels. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. From the gun, it's Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt goes 63 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Catch made by All. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3 now. One of the tight ends motioning left. Handoff on 2nd and short. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? But did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. He's going to throw this one. Completed to his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. 3rd and just 2 to go. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
So on 4th down, out comes Matt Ariza to boot it away. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. Back out run the Commanders for their 2nd drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Short pass brought in. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Now Daniels to throw. It's taken in by Sinnott. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 2nd and 3 now. From the 29. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. To throw, Daniels. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes the play. And the Aviators get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Their offense returning to the field for another possession. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet, still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get...
And the defender comes away with it!
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Commanders all set to regain possession. And it's been a very slow start offensively. Let's see if this drive is the one they can break through and put up the game's first points. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Gets this one to Watson. At the 20. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Christian Watson with the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Gay with the point after. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now outruns their offense to take over. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hoped that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
Offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. He's dropping back to throw. This one's to Schultz, out right side. And this one does not go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Here's a throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Broke through the tackle, and he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards, and the Commanders will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Daniels now. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Christian Harris on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board. I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. but it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense getting set to go. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being.
Big game downfield. And he's in. Touchdown. The Aviators get it down to a single point. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them, the guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Aviators tie this game 7-7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. There's a give up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. So that'll do it for the opening quarter of Super Bowl 61. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get you back to Atlanta after this. Three more quarters to go. We're back for the second frame here of Super Bowl 61. They have second and pretty long here. Throw complete to Sinnott. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, they'll run. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Complete on the slant to Watson. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. And they've got themselves another first and 10. Here's Daniels. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Aviators and receiver Garrett Wilson back out to take possession. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That's going to be cut by all. He's got to gain a 6 there. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. So now here's 3rd and 5. They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They get 13 on the pickup, and they'll have 1st down. From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Brought in right side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can't get it.
Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
The kick by Shudak is good. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Watson, quick pass wide. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. From the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Commanders driving for a score and a halftime lead. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Again, Daniels to the air. Complete out to the right. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll get it up to the 44. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. Throwing it again here. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Another try following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their 1st. Matt Ariza on to punt. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. The Commanders send receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Play fake here. Daniels. It's taken in by Sinnott. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
From the 37. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. To throw, Daniels. Gets it to him on the screen. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Looking for it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 48-yard look for him. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. The Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 31. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one hits for 30. And the Commanders will have a first.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Daniels on first down. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He can run it. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Ball start, offense.
So the penalty is going to back him up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for third down. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense ready to get going again now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's complete to Wilson. This is ahead for about 5. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the 34. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Pass play now. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They go play action here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Fits it through the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He's got Watson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Third down, 1 yard to go. Option design here. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Daniels. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Back to the well again. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And he's got it, so they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Ooh, they get the 2 out of it. Nicely done, but into double coverage there. Feels like they might have gotten away with one there, Brock.
You know what you call that, Kate? You call that a quarterback's best friend. These receivers all the time will tell the QB in the huddle, just give me a chance, bro. Just give me a chance. Just put it up there.
Yep.
And that quarterback did, and the receiver delivers.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Aviators are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's a handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 now. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That's a pickup of 9. And the Commanders will have a first. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Trying the right side. He breaks the tackle. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Completed over the middle. And he gets him around 6 there. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's Daniels. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. This offense making its way back out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Give now to the running back. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
They just get the play off. And he's hit and dropped, so that's going to bring an end to our 3rd quarter with him picking himself up after that sack. That'll do it for 3 quarters here in Super Bowl 61. Just one final act to go in our season. They've got the ball, need to challenge that lead, though, for a chance at the title. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that brings up 4th and long. The Aviators getting their special teams out onto the field. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they're going to take over possession. They'll run here on 1st down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Another carry for him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Hey, these are the type of gains he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Back-to-back carries here. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. It's a gain of 7 yards, and now it's fourth down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that extends the lead to 20.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it. So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Juke the defender. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. On first down, they'll run. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
They'll run here from the gun. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got Sinnott, it's complete. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up first and goal. Again, Daniels to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard, and it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
Here comes their offense out again. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing on second and 6. Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. On second and 12 now. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line. They'll throw on third and long. This one's to Schultz, out right side. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Desperation time here on fourth. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Mike Sarah still makes the play. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll try and punch it in. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Commanders keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. Their offense running back out now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they've made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they pick him off again! Escapes a defender. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Well, no surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. Flown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. And the nation's capital has a reason to celebrate tonight. The Washington Commanders are Super Bowl champions. Commissioner Goodell all ready to hand over that Lombardi Trophy to the Washington Commanders, the champions of Super Bowl 61. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.